What's happening, Mad Squad? My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. This is the first episode in my new series, MCU and DCEU Questions Answered. In this series, I'll be answering any of your questions regarding any of the shows or movies that exist within the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the DC Extended Universe. For DC, this does not include the CW shows like Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and for Marvel, it does not include Tobey Maguire's Sony Spider-Man trilogy or Fox's X-Men and Wolverine. To answer your questions as accurately as possible, I'll be using various clips and images from whatever show or movie it is we're talking about, depending on copyright issues. This first video will be kind of a tester video in a way for me. I'm going to have edited together two different videos, one with clips and images and one with just images. If the one with clips and images, as soon as I upload it, if it gets blocked and taken down because of copyright, then I'm going to use the one with just images. But I am using anything visually in these videos to teach, so hopefully it doesn't get taken down. But if it does, then it's okay. I still got the one with just the images, and that's enough for me to tell you guys what I need to tell you. These first few questions I'll be answering will be questions that I've had previously that I now pretty much know the answer to. This is kind of the reason I'm starting this series, because I've had questions in the past about certain things that have happened in certain movies and shows, and to be able to tell you guys the answer that I have to it, that's awesome. So this first question is a question that so many people have, and they don't understand why it happened. Why did Batman kill in the movie Batman vs. Superman? I have the answer to that question. I know I don't have the widest audience in the world, so not everybody's going to see these videos to have the answer to these questions that they don't understand. But for the people who do see it, I'm glad you did get to see it. To answer this question accurately, let's go back. Let's go back to Batman and Robin. So in the DCEU so far, Batman has been through Dick Grayson Robin and Jason Todd Robin. But let's go back to the comics. In the comics, the first Robin was Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson, realizing that he's pretty much a shadow to the Dark Knight, sought out on his own to become his own well-known hero named Nightwing. After Dick Grayson left, Jason Todd became the new Robin. Jason Todd was brutally beat by the Joker with a crowbar in a warehouse that he planted a bomb in. Jason Todd placed himself over the bomb to protect his mother, who was also in the warehouse, and Batman, not being able to make it there, the warehouse blew up before he could get there. Arriving at the warehouse, finding Jason Todd dead, knowing he wasn't able to save him in time, we find a very guilty feeling Batman. Guilty that he wasn't able to make it in time to save Jason Todd, and that they've had many previous confrontations with the Joker before, and he could have ended him once and for all permanently during any of those previous confrontations. And by permanently, I mean death. So in the movie Batman vs. Superman, in the DCEU, this is a Batman that's been Batman for like 20 plus years. He's been through most of his rogue gallery, like Deadshot, Joker, Harley Quinn. He's dealt with most of those people. He's already had Dick Grayson Robin, who's already Nightwing in the DCEU, because Nightwing will begin his standalone film in the DCEU soon. He's been through Jason Todd, who's already died by the Joker. We learned this in Batman vs. Superman when we saw Bruce Wayne in the Batcave, and he walked across and looked up at the Robin suit that said, "Ha ha, joke's on you, Batman," which was spray painted by the Joker. We also learned that in the DCEU, Harley Quinn was an accomplice to the murder of Robin in Suicide Squad. When we saw her introduction, it said accomplice to the murder of Robin. After everything that Batman has been through in the DCEU so far, we find ourselves a very worn, torn Batman who feels that the only way to deliver justice, to bring justice, is to permanently end those who do bad things. And by permanent, I mean killing, which is why we see Batman killing in Batman vs. Superman. Here, I'll let you listen to this short clip, and then I'll recap everything I just explained and why Batman killed in the movie Batman vs. Superman.
What you do, officer?
I'm not a cop. I'm a reporter.
The young lady living here?
She hasn't been back. In fact, if she's smart, she got out of this city. And you need to get out of here before dark, unless you want to run into him.
Don't listen to that nonsense. Only people scared of him, people who got reason to be.
Scared of who?
Well, there's a new kind of mean in him. He is angry, and he's hunting.
Mrs. Santos, may I ask you a few questions?
He wasn't my husband, but I know what he did. But he was a father. He was that too. They took him out of Gotham Central. They moved him to Metropolis. But inside they know. They know the mark all over. Guards don't care. That's the judge. One man decides who lives. How is that justice?
Talk to me. Help me change it.
With what? Your pen? A man like that, words don't stop him. You know what stops him? A fist.
20 years in Gotham, Alfred. We've seen what promises are worth. How many good guys are left? How many stayed that way? 14 hours.
Now I'm going to recap everything I just explained and also answer another question in this recap. Zack Snyder's Batman, the Batman in the DCEU, has already been through both Robins, the Dick Grayson Robin, who's already Nightwing, and the Jason Todd Robin, who has already died at the hands of the Joker with Harley Quinn as an accomplice. And this is the reason why Jared Leto's Joker in Suicide Squad has the grills in his teeth. When Batman found Jason Todd dead and found out that Joker was the one who killed him, Batman, with one punch, punched out all of his teeth. And that's why the Joker has the grills in Suicide Squad. That's why he has all the tattoos, the damaged tattoo that says damaged across his head. The damaged tattoo pretty much means, Batman, I was so beautiful before, and now that you've punched all my teeth out, you've damaged me. And in the movie Batman vs. Superman, we find this cold, dark, brutal Batman that feels the only way to serve justice is to permanently end those who have bad intentions. There you go, everyone. I hope that answered your question as to why Batman killed in the movie Batman vs. Superman. And these aren't 100% like factual answers. It's just me giving you the most accurate answer based on all the facts that we do have. And even if you already knew this yourself and you just happened to stumble across this video, I hope that you enjoyed it. This pretty much concludes my first episode of MCU and DCEU Questions Answered. Leave your questions down below. That's the key thing about this channel, is that it's community driven. I want your questions that you have regarding the MCU and DCEU, from the shows, movies, any question that you want that you don't know the answer to, that you want to hear my answer to. If you enjoyed this video, give the like button a thumbs up, share it, and tap subscribe to join the Mad Squad on our journey to 10,000 subscribers. My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. Hope you all have a marvelous day. Mad out.